you've seen this shirt before. You probably saw it in my last video. I'm doing some pre-filming. We're not going to talk about it. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about the top 5 goals that I have for reading in 2020. So, for those of you who have been subscribed to me for a little while here, you know I have a lot of books that I've been wanting to read forever. I did mention the top 20 books I wanted to read in my previous video, so you can check that out. The thing's in the corner. But I have more goals than just the books I want to read. So I've kind of compiled a list of the top 5 bookish goals that I have for the year. Also including my Goodreads challenge, which is number 5. So stay tuned. Although you could also just go to my Goodreads, which is linked down below, and look at it there. The first goal I have is to get through some of this TBR. A lot of these books haven't been read. From here down on this shelf, I haven't read them. And then these are kind of mixed, but I haven't read a lot of these. I think I have over 100 books that I want to read. Obviously, I can't read all those in 1 year. Some of them are gonna get unhauled, but I would like to get my TBR done. I think that's what everybody says. Welcome to the party. I'm another person who wants to get their TBR done. My second goal for the year is I want to start using my library more. I have the library by my parents' house as well as a library by my university that I can access. I have library cards for both because I'm a student here, and then my license has that address on it. So I have access to both. I can use both. They both have vastly different selections too. The one closest to my university, the graphic novels aren't all that great, but they have a lot of books that I've been wanting to read that are on my TBR or I've had my eye on. And another thing about the one by my university is that the hold system is really easy. You don't have to like go talk to anybody, which like sounds so stupid, but I hate talking to people about my holds. So I never request holds from my library back at my parents' house because you have to talk to the person to get your hold, and it's just awkward. Also, the library closest to here has a huge study area. You can reserve rooms, things like that. So I'm gonna start using it just for studying and things like that too. And then the library back by my parents' house just has a completely different selection. They're really good with getting new books right as they come out. I'm gonna try and use my library more and stop spending money on books that I'm not sure if I'll like, because I hate when you buy a book and you're so excited about it. You're like, this is gonna be a great book. And then it's like 2 stars and you're like, well, I don't wanna have this on my shelves now because I don't like it. So that is why I'm gonna start using my library more. Another bookish goal I have is to expand my genre taste. So as you can see, I like a lot of contemporaries, and last year I started reading more fantasies. I have loved fantasy, so I want to read more fantasies, things like that, but I also want to get a little bit more into mysteries and maybe some nonfiction and maybe some middle grade. I don't know. I just want to expand my horizons a little bit more. So graphic novels. I have not found many graphic novels that I've actually enjoyed, and what I love about graphic novels is that they're a fun way to add a book to a readathon, and then you're like, heck yeah, I read 6 books, and like 2 of them are graphic novels. Doesn't mean you didn't read 6 books, it just means your book count's higher. So, you know, it also splits up your physical reading time, which leads me into my next goal. My 4th goal for 2020 is to read more books physically. In 2019 and years prior, I would not physically read. It took a lot for me to physically read. I don't know, I think I'm just too much of a busybody to sit down and physically read a book. But towards the end of 2019, I started physically reading more books, and I've enjoyed it. I started with more contemporary romances. I found those were really easy for me to just sit and read because they were kind of not mindless, but easy reads. So I definitely want to start reading more physically, and I'll work my way up to reading physically in fantasy. With audiobooks and fantasy, I find that I can understand it a little bit better. I don't know. Some people are the complete opposite of me, but I'm very auditory with my learning. So read more physically. And my final goal for 2020 is to read 100 books. That is my Goodreads goal, 100 books. Last year I read 80, and only 10 of those were like graphic novels. And when I say read 100 books, I'm accounting for maybe 10 to 20 graphic novels, but I really want to read 80 physical novels. I don't know, I don't like saying books because graphic novels are books too, but you know what I mean, like books like this rather than a graphic novel. I do want to read more graphic novels and things like that, but I also want to read a lot more books. It feels wrong saying books. Graphic novels are still valid, mangas are still valid, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. So those are my bookish goals for 2020, my top 5. I'm gonna throw in a couple little tidbits here. I do have some video goals. I do want to produce more unique content, consistently upload, things like that, general resolutions for my booktube channel. However, if you have any suggestions for my booktube channel, please leave them down below. If you're gonna be nice about it, please don't be mean. I do the best I can. But if you have some general suggestions for me to improve or videos you'd like to see, please leave them down below. I'd be more than happy to hear it. I am looking at investing in a camera. If you don't know, I shoot on my phone. I just got a ring light, so hopefully that helps with some of the lighting. I think that's everything. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in my next one. Happy reading!